Hello, it's Laura Ann, and
Hi, I'm Yogi.
this is our third video where we will be talking about Wasu.
Vastu.
Okay, so this was something that Yogi brought to my attention. To just give a timeline, since this is our third video, this was in between the detox and the back healing situation. I was living in a very interesting situation for a while and did not really feel very peaceful in my home. Um, just felt very anxious, and it was not a very pleasant place for me to be going to every day because of the back injury as well. There was a lot of sort of leftover, I'd been unable to move for such a long time, so the couch was it was a huge problem where I was living. So Yogi and I were talking about it one day, and he said that there was this thing in Ayurveda that could be done to bring some of these things into sort of better living surrounding balance for me.
It's just like a healing your home, healing your space where you are living or you are working. This is Vastu is an ancient method. It's a sister science to Ayurveda, and it was used extensively in Ayurveda as well as in yoga practice as well. It's something which works on the healing of your home, which is very important. You can heal your body, but if your environment is not good or it brings bad energy, then that thing also is not going to work. Every life has its purpose, so you have to fulfill those purpose of your life. So Vastu actually acts on the energies of your home. And these are the energies which are influencing your subconscious mind every time. And if your subconscious mind gets wrong messages, you remember what is going to happen. And that's what was happening in her case, that the home was not properly aligned or it was not completely healed. So every time she was coming with me with a huge stress of her life, and I was really sick of that. Watching her every time with this stress. And I said, why don't you do this? Though it was not known to many people, it's something new for the Western world, but it works like a miracle. It is something very deep and very profound because it is working directly on your subconscious mind. And to give an example, I'll quote the example of someone who is confused. If you go to his home is never organized. Anything is lying here, over there. So, what subconscious mind is giving a message to your home to be unorganized, and vice versa. The home is giving message to your subconscious mind, be unorganized. So that's why those people are confused, unorganized, and they don't see things clearly what they need to do, or they're not focused, what we can say. But if we align these energies in our home, it does wonders. And this is what happens to Laura, and she really didn't believe that it's going to happen like that.
I don't really believe in any of this stuff. I am really like the person that we joke about this. Like I can't ever pronounce any of like Wasu. I can't pronounce any of the stuff, any of the treatments. I just don't get it. But it really worked. And the home thing for me, there was just a list of do this, do this, do this. And it was things like in the north corner of the blah, 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 put a picture of the place where you want to be living, which is exactly what I did.
It was invest.
See? And that's exactly what I did. And I really struggled to get out of this living situation for 5 years of my life. We did this. I found the perfect picture of where I wanted to be living. I put it right there. We did this. And not even joking, within 2 months, everything turned around. And I was also in a relationship that was not happy, not good. And Yogi told me to put a picture of 2 birds.
Living birds.
Yes, over
southwest.
I was close. And it also, it healed that relationship. in a way that was good, that was helpful. But I didn't see that ever happening either. There were all of these little things that when I really did it, and I really did it because I believe in Ayurveda, but I was still a little bit like, this is really weird. And when people would come over and they're like, what is that? I'm like, just don't ask me right now. But it genuinely worked. And moving for the furniture, because the couch where I had been lying for those like months where I couldn't move, it was blocking. Remember, it was a very long couch and it was blocking the room. And Yogi said the room needs to be able to, or the energy needs to be able to get through the room. I did that as well. And then, that also changed the room. Then it didn't feel so miserable and reminding me always of the back pain and blah, blah, blah. Everything turned around. And my entire life turned around. I mean, I then moved out of that place into a really beautiful, amazing place. I have a brand new life, which is so amazing. And really, it happened because there was just like an earthquake in that house when he told me to do these things.
It's not about earthquake. It is bringing you back on your purpose of life. She was stuck in some problem, and my aim was to bring her back to the purpose of life. Your soul is not happy if your purpose of life is not met. Your mind is not happy if you're not aligned with your purpose of life. So what worked for her, as soon as she did the changes, which happened in other cases as well, it just transformed her life. It just pushed her on the right track, because she was on the wrong track. That's why she was not happy. As soon as she came on the right track, her life changed. She was transformed. So healing is very important, even for your body, even for your home. But the same healing principles you can apply in your home. We talk about these 5 elements. So we work with these 5 elements to balance these 5 elements in your home. And as soon as you balance these 5 elements, you see a miraculous change in your life, and you are aligned with the purpose of your life. And all your desires, all your wishes are fulfilled. Whether you want a successful career, whether you want prosperity and money, or you want good relationship, or you want to study and have a recognition in nice school, or you can use for any desire, whatever you want in your life. And the purpose of the life is to achieve all those desires, to fulfill those desires. And Vastu, which I call as Ayur Vastu, brings the principle of Ayurveda into the healing of the home. We apply the same principles as we apply to human body, and there's a miraculous change.
It was definitely miraculous. Now I am a believer. I came here for many, many times, and there are things around this place. There's like a red light, and he told me also to put by my door something very red. So I put like a flower because I had a flower. I mean, there are things here that I had in my own home, and I was always just skeptical. I was just like, what is the big deal? But everything changed. So I think it is more, it's not just enough to heal this body, and it has to be both. I mean, it has to be the body and where you're taking the body every single day for sleep and for rest and for peace. I mean, these are the places where we live. So I think fixing both of them for me, it just really kind of put everything going in the right direction.
So she was put on the purpose of her life, and she saw this miraculous change which was happening in her life. And she couldn't believe, like if she wished to see back from today towards the back where she was in that situation, it is completely different. She can't believe that where she is today,
no way,
she could have come in just 2 months like this.
I know, it's just crazy. So this is another part of what Yogi does and does very well, and it does take time. I mean, we had to really sit and we looked at Google Map to figure out where exactly the coordinates were for that apartment, and you know, it's really it is a science. It's
Yeah.
not just kind of like, oh, we'll put a red flower here. It's not that at all. It really is very specific to your living environment. And so it does take time, and it takes energy from him to do this. I mean, he did this specifically for my place. So that's something it's very individualized, just like Ayurveda is. So
There are lots of success stories with this to share. Someone getting a job in just 7 days when she was looking for since last 2 years, or someone has increased her business, or someone has got a right match. So there are lots and lots of things to be worked in our life. Otherwise, we always feel stressed. We are not happy from inside. And my purpose is just to heal and transform yourself and then excel your life. This is what is my vision.
yeah. Okay, we hope you enjoyed that one as well.
Thank you.